Hey guys, Richard at Riding's Room here doing my latest Doctor Who review. This is this time for episode 2 of series 1, The End of the World. So again, like before, not really mentioning anything that comes after this. It's hardly the first time I've watched these episodes, got seen these loads, particularly this one. But yeah, this is really just up to this point, so I don't really spoil anything, just in case anyone's watching this and isn't that far ahead or doesn't want to know what happens years later. So yeah, just this general disclaimer. This is just really for discussing this episode and the previous one, and of course mainly new Doctor Who. So yeah, straight to it. So basically it's straight after the previous episode. In fact, it actually opens with Rose running into the TARDIS, which is how the last one ended. Doctor takes it into the future to the year 5000, where the sun is about to burn up the Earth. So the main point of the story, and spoilers for the episode, is there's stuff going on. There's like danger. Someone's like released these metal spiders in, and people being killed. The shielding on the space station is being destroyed, so the Earth will just kill everyone on board there as well. And yeah, basically the Doctor finds the person responsible, stops her, and then they leave. The end. So yeah, I don't really want to go through everything that happens in the episode. It feels a bit unnecessary, but ultimately it's a story about, I suppose, base under siege story. They're just finding, there's a danger there and they've got to stop it. And it's a really good episode. I mean, when I remember watching this in 2005, first thing I thought was, yeah, this is just to show off the CGI and how much it's doing what they couldn't possibly have done in the original run, and it still does feel like that at times. Even now, the CGI does, and obviously not in CGI. You got the design alien designs; they all still look pretty good as well, and yeah, holds up. And yeah, of course, compared to episode 1, it's a bit more a bit prettier. It does show that a lot of the budget's gone on this episode, showing what kind of budget they've got. But it does it's brings to mind that this is it's just showing off what they can do, but it's still a good story. A couple bits I've never disliked though, and it's like the whole use of popular pop culture, playing a couple of songs. I don't mind. They basically pull out a jukebox, which they think is an iPod, and it plays records as well. They play Tainted Love, which is fine. The song's a good one. It does seem strange hearing a song used in modern Doctor Who, especially set way into the future. And then Toxic by Britney Spears, which I've never liked that song very much, and I think that's 2004 it came out in, so I suppose it wasn't that popular. Plenty of songs in early 05 they could have been playing instead. I seriously doubt Toxic is going to be remembered forever. Surely of all Britney Spears songs, it'd be something like Hit Me Baby One More Time, something like that. But yeah, maybe Toxic was still popular in early to mid 05, who knows. But other than that, it's pretty good. There's a lot of good backstory in. You've got that Rose realising what she's run into. She's gone off with someone she doesn't know, ending up way into the future. You've got the new things like the sonic screwdriver's obviously an old thing, but you've got the psychic paper, which is brand new. Basically speeds, they say it speeds things up. Lets the person reading it believe whatever they think. So that's just the Doctor's way of getting on board. So yeah, he looks like a more important person than Moses +1. So yeah, it's a good invention. It works well with the new series, especially as the episodes aren't as long as they used to be. And then you got like the whole translation thing. I'm pretty sure it was like this in the old run. All alien language is translated to English, so whoever's there hears it as they would. And yeah, it's interesting to see how Rose doesn't view it as a gift. She thinks something like getting to her head isn't a good thing. There's some nice moments in the episode seeing how Rose is, this is very different, and it's really what she wants. She knows it's a dangerous life, but something she doesn't know. And you got the Doctor not wanting to really say anything about himself. In the end, he reveals it. There's a war. His planet burned, and he's the only survivor. But he doesn't say who it was with. And I'm trying to remember back to 05 whether I see David. I know he said they were basically starting from scratch. They would avoid Gallifrey, other Time Lords, but I don't know if he ever said exactly why that was. We kind of left it for you to work out during the show. I think it's like that, but he could have been pressed further. But yeah, doing a good job of seeing that Doctor's on his own, and he's different. Like there's the villain, great villain. It's so wanna make a voice. It was of course My Family and Other Things. Voice is Cassandra, who's the complete result of addiction to plastic surgery. She had like 700 operations on herself. She's just a huge piece of skin, and of course she's refused to mix with non-human people aren't true humans. So she's like the last pure human, and yeah, she's like. It's just terrible. She's been sprayed repeatedly to keep moisturised, and she's the villain 1,000 years on, and it's still about money. She's like basically arranges the whole thing just so all the people there that are like important can be killed, and she can just profit from their deaths. It's pretty bad, and yeah, you've got minor characters get killed. But there's a quite a sad moment when you see this woman who actually is like part tree, who's like bonded with the Doctor, again, a moment about the Doctor's history where she scans him with this device and works out who he is, and she just tells him how sorry she is for what's happened, and there's a tear from the Doctor's eyes. It's really well acted by Christopher Eccleston. On top of all the comedy, he's clearly making jokes to cope with his trauma, and it's so well done. And Christopher Eccleston is absolutely superb, but the serious stuff as well. And she dies. The place almost goes up in flames. The heat's risen too high, and it's quite grim. The Doctor his first thought is to take revenge, brings Cassandra back, teleports her in. She's not got her men there to spray her, and he just lets her die. It's quite brutal. I mean, the woman deserved punishment, but she deserved to be flat executed like that. Who knows? It's the future. It's never going to go to a trial or anything, but it's just important to see how vengeful this Doctor can be. And you get a feeling there'll be plenty more cases like this. And it's just a really, really good story. Minus the pop culture stuff, which I admit, slight spoiler series 1, there's a lot of that in there. But overall, it's a really good episode, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, great story, continuing the good form from episode 1. This is set entirely in the future, so it doesn't really use modern day London until they go back there at the end. There's no Mickey, although Jackie gets killed. I didn't mention this in the previous video, I should have. Jackie is not one of my favourite characters in series 1, but telling you this now, my opinion will change for later, particularly by a certain series 2 episode. So Jackie I always thought in the weakest part of series 1, but it won't change that. It won't stay like that forever. I'll give you that clue now. So if anyone's put off by her from series 1, just stick with it. So that's it. So I will see you next time. That will be for episode 3, The Unquiet Dead, which is the past episode, Victorian London. In a way, it's a Christmas episode because it's Christmas Eve, but it's also episode 3. It wasn't just a Christmas special, which is something Doctor Who start doing. So I'm still going to watch it tomorrow, I think. But yes, until then, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.